Afloat with Henry Morgan. Events have taken place that have dramatically changed the course of our story. A convict named Glegg has arrived in Jamaica and recognized Geoffrey as an escaped convict. He has told this to Kitty, who in turn has told Dietz. Kitty, in her anger, has agreed to have Geoffrey retaken. So Dietz plots with Delores to steal the Aztec necklet and to have Geoffrey blamed. He believes that as Geoffrey is missing, the buccaneer Morgan will believe it was Geoffrey who took the necklet. Dolores leaves immediately after dinner to join Dietz in his plan, little guessing that after she leaves, Colonel Atterbury, newly arrived from England, calls to see Sir Thomas. Later, they are joined by Captain Morgan. While Sir Thomas is out of the room, the Colonel and Morgan talk of Antoinette de Lacy. From what the Colonel says about her, Morgan becomes suspicious that the Antoinette de Lacy he knows is an impostor. Meanwhile, Delores and Dietz have set a trap for Hunter and have just found the Aztec necklet in Captain Morgan's cabin.
In your haste, you're forgetting that I take charge of the necklet. Huh?
Indeed you don't.
Have you forgotten? That is my safeguard to make sure I get away to Cuba. You will give it to me or else I'll strangle you here in this cabin. You can't call for help or we'll all be lost, eh?
Oh, you're joking me.
Then release your hold on the necklet. That's better. Thank you. Now I'll place it in my pocket, and next time you'll see him is when we are at sea on our way to Cuba. Oh, I would like to fill my pockets with these jewels. We can have Hunter blamed for taking the necklet, but if we take everything, Morgan might grow a little too suspicious. Here, you close the panel. Oh, I do not like leaving all these beautiful jewels.
We have spent too long in here. We have the necklet. Now we will have to go and see that Hunter disappears. That Hunter is taken and sent to the purgatory for escaped convicts.
We still have plenty of time to reach the Dolphin Tavern and be there before he arrives.
I only hope that girl has the watch waiting.
You can trust Kitty. You've made her hate Geoffrey Hunter so much that she'll make doubly sure that he's retaken tonight. But before we leave the ship, I must go to my quarters just for a little while.
What for? It is dangerous to delay. You will be returning to the ship. You must avoid suspicion. If you are aboard the Flying Gull and Hunter is missing, it will be upon Hunter the blame will fall. But should you disappear, Morgan might become suspicious.
I'm fully aware of that. But I must have everything in readiness so that I can leave at a moment's notice. There are just one or two things I would hate to lose. I shall go to my quarters and get them now. There won't be a moment.
Hurry then. I don't like staying aboard this ship. Morgan might come back. I do not want a repetition of what happened the last time I came looking for the necklace.
You'll stay here. I'll be back before you realize I've gone.
Captain Morgan certainly knows how to see to his own comfort. The luxurious furnishing of his cabin. The lovely tapestries. And all taken from Spain. The scoundrel. But I now know all his plans. He'll not be pillaging Spain's treasures for long. I will see to that. Back already, Diaz. Who are you?
Well, can I believe my eyes? A woman in here aboard the Flying Gull.
Stand back, fellow.
I wondered what was going on here when I saw Diaz slinking away from the cabin. Thought I'd have a look. Little guessing I'd find a nice treasure like you.
Keep your distance, man.
Hoity-toity, eh? I remember you. You're the wench we picked up out of the sea. You're the kinswoman to Sir Thomas Montfort, aren't you?
I am, so keep a civil tongue in your head. And if you value your life, you will forget I was here tonight.
Looking for the captain, eh? Well, he ain't aboard tonight. It's his bad luck. But maybe it's my good luck, eh?
Don't you talk to me like this. I will scream for help.
That's a joke, that is. Don't you know better than to come aboard a buccaneer's ship, lady? Have you forgotten who the men are that make up the crew? What other help they'd give you? Come on now, pretty, just a little kiss, eh?
Why, you filthy cur!
Show spirit, eh? I'll show you.
Oh!
Hey, what's this you've got clasped in your hand?
Leave go of me. I will have you pay for this.
Open your hand. Come on, open it. Let's see what you've got there. Well, by the Lord Harry, the captain's necklet. So that's what you've been up to, eh?
Who do you want to keep your mouth shut?
Well, now, I've a fancy for that necklet myself. Fine thing this is going to be. Kinswoman of Sir Thomas Motford found in the captain's cabin, stealing. Maybe you and me could strike a bargain, eh? I like a woman with a bit of fire.
Yes, you have seen too much. You know everything, don't you? You know so much now that it is not safe that you should live. Do you hear me? It is not safe that you should live.
Here, what's this you're talking? If you think a bit of a wench can scare me, I tell you...
Quick thinking on your part, Delores. As soon as I opened the door, I got the meaning of your message.
I pray to the saints you opened the door quietly.
What was he doing here?
He saw you leave and came in to see what was happening. He found me and discovered the necklace in my hand. He threatened me. Who is he?
He was the man on watch tonight. His name is Matthew. He'll never be on watch again. We'll leave him here in the cabin. Yeah. Morgan will think that Matthew surprised Hunter when he was taking the necklace and he killed him, eh? Ah, yeah, it's all to the good. Morgan got great trust in Matthew. He wouldn't like to lose him.
Let us get out of this place. It must be time for us to be at the Dolphin Tavern.
Hunter hasn't left for there yet. Now put the mask over your face just in case someone sees.
Yes, I have it ready.
All right. Now I'll just make sure that the deck and the quayside are deserted.
I would never believe the time could pass so quickly.
Yes, just look at the time.
It's growing late, all right.
Yes, very late. And Colonel Atterbury, I have a very early start in the morning. I don't think I'm being rude, but I have an appointment for 8:30.
I can take a hint, Sir Thomas.
Isn't it strange, Sir Thomas, that Mademoiselle de Lacy has not returned?
Yes, I've stayed so late, Sir Thomas, purposely to see Antoinette.
Of course, she doesn't know you've arrived, Colonel. Had she known you were going to call, wild horses wouldn't have dragged her out of the house tonight. She had no idea you were in Jamaica. Had no idea you'd ever left England. But you're not leaving Jamaica tomorrow, are you?
No. I shall be here for some time yet.
Oh, well, come and have lunch tomorrow. I'll tell Antoinette first thing in the morning that you're here, and well, she will be pleased.
I wonder.
What's that, Morgan?
After all, Sir Thomas, things out here are different from England, and people, as time goes by, often change their opinion about other people.
Oh, you're talking nonsense. I'll send a slave out for a carriage to drive you back.
No, not for me, thank you, Sir Thomas. It's such a lovely night, I think I'd like to walk. How about you, Captain Morgan?
I'm delighted to accompany you.
If you'll have one of your slaves, Sir Thomas, fetch my sword and hat, we'll leave right away. I must say I'm devilish disappointed at not seeing Antoinette tonight.
And so am I.
You're very quiet, Captain Morgan. Very quiet. You've hardly uttered a word from the house to the quayside.
Look, you, Colonel. It's a very worried man that I am.
Huh? Your suspicions about the girl you know as Antoinette de Lacy have been growing as the evening went by, eh?
Yes, it's worried I am. There's so much that has come into my mind. The things that have happened in the past that confirm my suspicions.
Well, men, what are they?
How quickly she accustomed herself to the ways in Jamaica. One or two remarks that she let pass.
What sort of remarks?
Well, times there have been when I've been with Sir Thomas and the girl I know as Antoinette de Lacy.
Yeah?
Sir Thomas has talked of his own home, and looking back, it now seems to me that she was never keen to discuss things with him. She always changed the subject. I remember once when they were talking about Motford Castle.
Motford Castle? Oh, what was said? I know the castle very well. It's a second home to me.
It concerned some fruit trees. It was the girl who mentioned peach trees. And when Sir Thomas said that he'd given orders for the peach trees to be cut down, she said that she was thinking of apricot trees.
Apricot trees? Apricot trees? I don't seem to be able to remember there were ever being any apricot trees in the orchard at Motford Castle.
Every moment my apprehension grows. Every moment. I firmly believe that the real Antoinette de Lacy was taken by the Spaniards when they plundered the ship on which she was traveling, and that they've kept her and put in her place this spy.
Well, Captain Morgan, tomorrow I will either confirm or explode your theories about this girl.
But don't you see, man, tomorrow morning might be too late. Sir Thomas will tell the girl tonight that you're here in Jamaica and that you're coming to lunch. If she's an impostor, she'll either escape or make absolutely certain that you do not see her.
Yes, of course. Oh, we've been fools, Morgan. We should have stayed until the girl came home.
Let's retrace our footsteps, and we'll watch for her to return. We can hide in the gardens.
Maybe it'll be too late.
No. To get back to the house, she must pass along this road. And no carriage has passed us this night.
Oh, but Morgan, it's so dark. How could we possibly get a good look at her?
Don't you remember, man, there's a lantern hanging over the front door? It has kept alight all night. In order to get inside the house, she must pass underneath the lantern. We can hide in the shadows and watch for her to return. And when she does return, you will be able to identify her.
All right, Captain Morgan. Let's go back and wait.
Now a trap is being set for Delores. You will hear more of these things in the next episode of Afloat with Henry Morgan.